mean, slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. Okay, let's go. I'm really living like the text went through. J. Cole said his memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On second down, Murray. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down. So we'll have third down coming up.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Murray on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Murray gonna hand this to Benson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals. Like, they love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Murray. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll run. It's Amari DiMercato. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Will Hernandez out of UTEP. Guilty that time. Murray now on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll go again with Benson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here comes the screen to Jones. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. He may go. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position, out of bounds at the 3. A big play for Minnesota. 79 yards in all. Here's Chubb. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his third. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Nick Chubb, touchdown, Minnesota. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And we've seen him take one back earlier in the year, and he just about added another one. He's proven to be someone to game plan against in the return game, and that was a heck of a run back.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the toss, they go with Benson. Diving for the end zone, but he's not going to get the ball across the plane. They're going to mark him just short. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Good blocking, and he's in. Keenan Allen, touchdown Cardinals.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1, What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Chubb. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Man in motion is Smith. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He's got room at the 30. Give him 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of an outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action for Murray. Well, left side, that's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. It's a designed run for Murray. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd down. Murray. That's caught. It's Imari DiMercado. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Out of the gun, it's Murray. To the goal line and in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. The extra point now coming from Blankenship. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, really, I should probably stop at head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills.
1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's taken in by Chubb. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Minnesota.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Here's Badgley for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Murray. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He's got his big target, Everett. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll put Everett in motion here. McCarthy now to throw on for... Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
a 3rd and 2. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll put Everett in motion here. Here comes the screen to Jones. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Over the middle, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play, and a 1st down.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and With how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On second down, it's Benson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Play action now. It's Murray. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
2nd and a yard. A give, here's Benson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Murray keeping it himself. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
They'll try and run here with Benson. He's got nowhere to go. The defense in front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try it now with Benson. And he's going to have a Cards first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Murray. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing this.
Rasul Douglas there to break that one up. So now, a big spot coming here. This to get the deficit down inside of the touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He finds his big tight end, Everett. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Man in motion is Smith. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the draw, here's Jones. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And 2, and here, oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the 2nd half.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they go with Chubb. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Minnesota.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Now sets up a screen for Chubb.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches. Jones. A big hole. The speed on display. He's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing.
And this one is blocked. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down. They'll run. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Good recovery after the penalty. He's back within a couple of yards of that 1st down.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
They'll stick to the ground.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll look for and find DeMercado out of the backfield.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Murray now on second down. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And the Vikings are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. To a knee goes McCarthy. That should about wrap this one up. So a win here for the Vikings. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. Respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.